Hey there, welcome back. 2012 Chevy Equinox with a 2.4 liter Ecotech. Behaving like a 2014 Chevy Equinox with an Ecotech. Got a check engine light. So I've got this P0014 engine code, which is really the VVT Solenoid, or likely the VVT Solenoid. I had a P0010 about 4 months ago, 5 months ago. I replaced the exhaust solenoid. I did not replace the intake at the time, which was a mistake. You should replace them in pairs. However, I did order one, put it in about a week ago. The check engine light, I turned it off, but it came back on. So I just went and had the oil changed, even though this oil only has about 2,000 miles on it. And I ordered another solenoid. The first solenoid I ordered was a standard motor. I've had good luck with standard motor in the past, so that's why I went with it. This time I ordered a Delco. We'll see if it makes any difference. Maybe I had a bad part out of the box. Seems to be a common theme these days. I've already done one video on how to replace this. I'll put it right up here in the corner. But basically we just need to take off this air intake cowl in this tube, and there's a cover here that's got to come off, and the solenoids, both the exhaust and intake, will be right about here. So there they are right there. So here's the one that's a week old. Looks nice and clean. Those screens aren't dirty. Here's a brand new one that I'm going to try to replace it with. Hopefully this was just bad. The only difference that I know between the two is the one that's about a week old that I suspect is bad is this. I've had good luck with standard motor in the past. This time for a replacement, I decided to try at least a Delco, see if it makes any difference. They probably come from the same factory, but we'll give it a try. That's how easy they are to replace. Now let's see if it's any better. No check engine light, that's a good sign. Next we need to check the codes again. So the interesting thing is here we can check codes. So it's got this one confirmed code, so I'm going to clear it. So we have none. The important thing here is, in order to pass the emissions test, it's not just looking for codes. This app has this smog check. We can scan. You'll see it'll fail the emissions test. And it's because we've got this fuel system, EGR, catalyst, evap, O2 sensor. So several things that are failing right now. The reason that they're failing is because I reset the codes, and now the car itself has to go back through and do these tests. My experience is it works better if you've got more than a half a tank of gas. So fill up the gas tank, and then you have to drive it. History on this one from the last time I did this check, it took about 40 miles or about 2 days. I don't know which one was first, in order for these things to reset themselves. So you can't just replace that sensor and then go get your emissions test. It will still fail. These must come up all green first. So I'm going to have to drive it around a little bit. Hopefully in a couple of days I can go get this thing tested and pass that check. Well, it's been more than a week and over 100 miles since I did the repair. It's also quite cold now. It's about 15 degrees out right now. My hope was to show you that everything was good. We're back to running normal. Unfortunately, it's not turning out that way. If I read codes, you can see I've got no check engine light, so everything is good there. The repair seems to have fixed it, so that solenoid, the first one that I bought was bad out of the box. The new one seems to have fixed it. Unfortunately, I still, let's see if I can, I still fail this, at least, yeah. So we're failing the evaporative system. It still says it's not ready. Again, it's been more than a week, and I think I've driven something like 110 miles, 108 miles, something like that. I can't get the drive cycle to clear this thing, so I would have liked to have shown it, all green, but what are you going to do? The repair at least did fix the problem. If you've got any ideas on how to get the Chevy to clear this evap system test, go ahead and leave a comment down below. I'd really appreciate it. That's all there is to it. Thanks for watching.